Thanks for joining us today for our weekly podcast. I'm Ken Martin, the DFL Party Chair, and we are excited to be launching this podcast that will give you a brief overview of the week here at the DFL and keep you in tune with the latest political news. This past Tuesday, thousands of DFLers came together and participated in a long-time political tradition by attending their precinct caucuses. People across the state came out to support President Obama, Senator Klobuchar, and show that they believe in the values of the DFL and our elected leaders. The stories have been written and the message is clear. DFLers throughout Minnesota are fired up and ready to get to work so we can claim victory this November. I was lucky enough to attend my own precinct caucus in Eagan and had the opportunity to see the enthusiasm firsthand. At Eagan High School, there were many new first-time caucus attendees who came out to support DFL candidates. The energy was very high, and from what I am told, we doubled our caucus turnout in Senate District 38 from 2 years ago. You know well the importance of electing Democratic leaders who represent the values of Minnesota and will fight for the policies that have turned our country around, and will continue to drive America forward if we cast our votes for them this November. Our country and our state's economy are slowly turning around thanks to Democratic policies driven by President Obama, Governor Dayton, and our congressional and legislative leaders. Last week's job report was evidence of the consistent recovery we have seen 23 consecutive months now of private sector job growth under President Obama. More than ever, it is critical that all of us support our Democratic leaders and their progressive policies that have put our country on a track for growth and success. With a strong turnout this past Tuesday at our DFL caucuses and strong support for President Obama, Senator Klobuchar, and Democratic leaders up and down the ticket, we are confident that Minnesota voters are ready to move our state and country forward. People across the state showed us this week that they know what is at stake and that they are not willing to sit on the sidelines and watch the Republicans take this country and state down the wrong path. Mitt Romney, Rick Santorum, and the other GOP leaders have proven they are clueless to what middle class and working families need in this country. This is true in Washington, Minnesota, and throughout the country. This is why students, seniors, and working Minnesotans attended their caucuses on Tuesday. They are ready to say no to Republican ideals that favor the richest Americans and start working to elect DFL leaders who will take this state and country down a path of progress. Thank you so much for joining us for our weekly podcast. I look forward to seeing you next week.